Hi, it's March the 9th, 2021. It was a lovely sunny morning, but the sun's just gone behind a cloud. The hedge behind the hawthorn hedge is beginning to sprout, so spring is on its way. We still can't go to East Kirk because of the restrictions, but we're hoping they'll perhaps be lifted in about a month's time and we'll be able to visit again. But in the meantime, we'll be relying on Brad to send us some more video. On Friday, through the internet, I switched on the Rivet Club video cameras inside the hangar. The rear fuselage had been removed from the jig, back onto the trailer and moved up to the aircraft. On Saturday, I received video clips from Brad covering this part of the restoration. He also recruited John and Jerb into the video. For new viewers, Brad is an engineer at the centre who supplies us with video while the COVID restrictions are on. The first part of the video is of number 2 engine with a rocker box cover off. And Brad explains the camshaft gear drive clearance needed to run safely. This is Brad's latest video, number 7 in the series. Thanks for watching.
Hello again, Nev. I'm on number 2 engine again, and as you know, we did a block lift valve replacement block refit, and during the refit one of the things we have to do is check the backlash between this incline drive gear here and this bevel gear here. Unfortunately, we found that there was too little backlash, and there's 2 ways you can adjust it. There's an adjusting washer underneath here, and there's an adjusting washer underneath here. Now, because it was so far out, we had to do the one under here, which means taking the cam out of the engine completely, taking it down to the bench, taking this nut off, extracting this because it sits on a cone, so it's fairly tight, extracting this, finding the right size, which is pure trial and error. It sits between this bush here and the actual bevel gear. It's that little grey area there. There's your adjusting washer. And then you change it, tighten it all back up, drop it into the engine as it is now with all the rockers laid out so they're not putting any pressure on anything. And then use a special tool to rock the cam backwards and forwards with a dial indicator to tell you how much backlash you've got. So it's all very fun.
Hello Nev, hello folks. Here we are, latest stage. As you can see, the rear fuselage is now out of jig. In the process of lining up the attachment bolt holes inside. We've got a pretty good fit around here now. Took a lot of swearing and cussing to get the thing manoeuvred, because as you can see, there's no provision for fine adjustment, but we have the technology and the technique. So if you follow me, Nev, we'll pop inside and show you what we're up to. Right Nev, obviously inside now. The problem we've got is that the arse end is attached by 238 nuts and bolts, and as you appreciate, these are only quarter diameter holes, so the real struggle is getting this frame to marry to this one. So after much jiggling and poking, we've established a few bolts here, 40 odd, as you can see. And what we'll do now, look, using this method of an ice pick to roughly align the holes, is start on this quarter from the centre line. Around here you can see we've got a punch in there, and gradually align the holes, insert the bolts, and then adjust the trolley as need be, as much as we can, until we work our way round to about the 4 o'clock position, and then transfer again our attention to this side. So we're not tightening the bolts up, we're just using all these bolts to align the 2 halves, and then once we've got them all in, we can start in a system of tightening top and bottom, left and right diagonals, and gradually pull the two mating faces of frame 27 together. After that, it's reconnecting, obviously, control runs, what electrics we've got for intercom. Not a lot else, not in this portion here. Once this is done,
here we go. They've got the rear fuselage sort of fitted to the rest of the aircraft. We've still got a little bit of a gap there. What we're doing, we've just put the boat, lined it up, which is really difficult. We've still got a little bit of a gap there. What we're doing, we've just put the bolts in loosely to line it all up, and then we'll tighten them gradually. Keep going around until they're nice and tight and lines it all up.